What is going on, guys? DragonTamerBlayde here, back from our Elder Scrolls Legends, and today we're going to play some Action Market Assassin. I realized I haven't played this deck in a few weeks, and I was like, what the hell am I doing, man? This is one of my favorite decks, so we're queuing it up today. Only changes from the OG Action Market Assassin is Swims at Night was dropped for Thorana, just testing her out, and the Murkwater Guides were dropped for Saran Pawnbrokers. Murkwater Guide was a little bit difficult to get value out of all the time because he was a treasure hunt card, whereas Pawnbroker's Plot is a little bit easier to activate in this list. It's mostly a test anyway. We'll see how it goes. This will probably get lightning or firebolted or something bad. I don't know what bad thing, but it's going to be a bad thing. Okay. He may have played that out thinking that I'm the, like, altar variety. Has that many people cut the curse package? Or maybe he just wanted to make me use my curse? Next time we can get either one of these out. Getting a shaman out would be good, just because if we manage to keep control of the board, getting this out would mean he either has to use a lightning bolt next turn, which would kind of keep him even more behind, or we can obviously keep generating curses, and that's a pretty good spot to be in. What do we got going on here? Tree Minder. You're going to give me a contract? No way. Alright, so he's got to be ramping up into like a Ice Storm ASAP kind of thing. Shadowfen. So I think we curse trade. Let's prioritize getting our last curse. Put something down that if we get Ice Stormed this turn, we don't feel so... I mean, it's going to feel bad, but we don't feel as bad because we'll have this guy to shuffle something into our deck. I mean, there's no way Ice Storm here feels good, but we've got fair amount of zero costs. Another shaman that can go up next turn. It's looking like he doesn't have an Ice Storm. I feel like he would have done it way quicker. We also have the potential next turn, if he plays something out in this lane to contest, we can just slam our Schemer in and then fish it right back out with our Skulk. Which is a pretty nice position to be in. Playing against a ramp sorcerer of some sort. Shadowfen. Ooh, okay. Now, honestly, the fact that he's using any resources at all on answering this, or he's already used 2 Shadowfens, so we should be in a pretty good spot as far as setting up for getting our market set up at some point. We can hit him for 8. Let's do this. I don't want to use too many actions up. And the fact that he hasn't Ice Stormed yet, again, tells me he doesn't have one. Mummify is not great, but again, these are all things that he could be hitting our Hex Mage with when the time comes. And we're almost in range of kind of finishing him off with that. I honestly kind of want to go Hex Mage, Contract, Ice Spike. Nah, let's just fill the lane, and we can go for that burst next turn. I don't think there's anything in particular in these colors that could shut down the whole lane, besides like a... Emmerich's not great, but... Alright, so a guaranteed victory here would be 2, 4, 6. I don't think we can guarantee victory here. Did he pull the lightning bolt here? No, it's a harpy. Alright, that's a good game. Alright, so that worked out pretty well. Let's get on another one, see if we can have as good of luck. Honestly, our opponent not having ice storms all of that time, I don't think is going to be a typical scenario, unless we live in a world where sorcerer lists have cut their ice storms. I guess maybe since there's so many greedy decks at the moment. I don't know. Our opponent was running some sort of ramp sorcerer. And the good thing is we were able to kind of take control of the board to the point where his inefficient ramping cards were too slow for him to really try and do. We drew double Shaman Smugglers to start. Don't like that. Looking like a rally deck. Potentially. So in that case, Ice Storm would be a good thing to see, but although turn 6 coming around would kind of mean we lose. Double Market Pawnbroker is even worse. If he plays something out turn 1, which I assume he will have, I don't want to have to tempo Pawnbroker. Although it's looking like a thing we're going to have to do. Holy shit. This is 100% a super aggressive deck. Probably going to have to trade the 2 into that. I'm not liking this early. Anything but ward here, please. Lethal isn't much better, but as long as he can't guard this lane, it's okay. Please? That's still not great, but... this can at least answer another rally creature. He's going to get a double rally off, though, this turn. I don't want to have to Viper next turn. That'd be a very crappy play. Prophecy Bolt would be pretty good here. Nope, it's a Schemer. I'm assuming it's something that got buffed twice. Yeah, that's not good. I actually think I'm going to try taking the 6, or the 9 actually. I know it's not great, but I can Viper this next turn. I want to start getting curses. This is just a rough time for us. This will be 2 cards, potentially. No prophecies. We're not playing that many though. Alright, so we're going to have to just swing into that. Curses won't do anything for us. Alright, now this is looking bad. Or the extra curse, I mean. Too much rally. Pretty sure this is lethal, if not damn close to it. Do I go for the Pawnbroker here? I guess, because I'm probably not going face next turn. Let's save the 0 cost. 2, 4, 5. There's no chance that we survive long enough to get our smuggles off. But if that's not a creature in hand, we maybe buy ourselves a turn. Oh, he's got that. Yep, that's a good card. That's a real good card. And it's getting rallied 3 times. So probably should have put this out as another guard. I'm going to take at least 3 here. Alright, so that didn't matter either way. I was regretting not playing the Dress Spy out in front. But yeah, we did. Alrighty, let's get one more. We had one pretty rough and quick defeat and one pretty easy victory. So let's see if we can balance it out with a third one. I always want to come back into this deck and add more draw to it. But we have the shifts, we have Ungolym, we have Ice Spike as conditional draw. We usually save that as a win condition. Then we have Schemers. So I feel like it's a decent amount of draw, but at the same time, I'm always wishing that I could dig through the deck faster. What did we draw here? Ungolym? No, we didn't draw Ungolym. Queen, Baron, Zaya. I'm going to put those 2 back. Oh my god, that sucks. This is not a good hand. And this is not the colors to be slow against. Okay. We might have a turn 2 play. I might save him for turn 3. We won't be able to trigger him on 3 either, though. We're going to draw Smugglers. Let's bait out his removal. Normally want to save him for when you can get a guaranteed draw, but with this hand, I just need something on the board. And now if we can draw a cheap action... I said, now if we can draw a cheap action... Okay, never mind. Next turn might be a market turn, but he's definitely going to have an edict or something. Hive Defender's coming out here. Something like that. Oh, Schemer. Interesting. Interesting. It's not worth it to bolt that. He'll trade, use some removal on this. Oh my god, a bolt on that? That's one less bolt that you can hit my Hex Mage with, I guess. That's not worth Fire Blooming. So next turn we can go for the Smuggles. More than likely, it's going to eat an Edict real soon. That's unfortunate. One, two, three. Double daggers and a Septim Guardsman. What do I have in hand? 9. He'll probably break a rune next turn, so let's just drop that down. See if he wants to waste a bolt or jab on one of these two. Highly doubt it. He's going to use it. That's interesting. So we're down to 8 cards now. I don't think he'll be popping 2 runes next turn, although I've been wrong before. Okay. Undying Dragon's not great to see. So there's no elegant plays here, unfortunately. But I think the smartest one is to do this. Kill this. And then kill that. We still have double daggers. Not that we're going to get much use out of it. But it is some slightly unexpected reach. Alright, we got an Emperor's Blade. We could eat a Dawn's Wrath this turn, which would suck. But I'm liking where we're heading. It's just a matter of if we've got enough when the time comes. Harpy? So that leads me to believe he's probably not going for a Dawn's Wrath this turn. Or else he would have played it in this lane or something. Or he probably wouldn't have played it at all, if we're being honest. What are you doing? I mean, that's pretty cheap removal. It's a little bit of breakthrough. We'll save the bolt. We've got so many actions if we can get a Hex Mage. We've already lost one to the Mummify, however. Edict. You've got to have something for Ancano, then. You can't just leave him up, right? Okay. Ooh. 2, 4, 6... 12. Next turn we can double daggers and then try and go face. So he might be a lucky prophecy away from losing here. He pulled a gargoyle. Which is not the best thing. Viper's pretty good here. My biggest worry here is drain life. So he basically desperately needs a drain life plus more. Just because what we've got on the board is still pretty good. We can do 4 from hand. Assuming the Hex Mage is dying this turn. Okay, if that's it, we're fine. That's fine. Bolt to Rooney the face, and we're out of here. So that's why I tried to set up that last turn like that. Try and get it within range of victory. I felt like he'd probably have a hard time answering both lanes, especially with Hexmage in the Shadow lane, as well as getting himself out of bolt range. It would have taken, like I said, a drain life plus a guard at a minimum. But yeah, that's going to be it for now, guys. As always, thank you all very, very much for watching. I'm DragonTamerBlayde, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.